Assalamu alaikum grade 4. I am your English teacher from Allied School. Today I am going to start your next lecture of English Oxford. So open your book at page number 42, Unit 8, Lesson 3, Reading Biographies. Read the text about a musician, a young university student and a chess player. First of all, Salim Saleh, who is a chess player, showed that he was one of the best young chess players in the world. In 2005, he won the UAE National Chess Championship in Sharjah. Salim started playing chess at the age of 5 when he asked his father to explain the rules to him. An hour later, he understood the rules and beat his father in his first game. Salim said, "I haven't played with him for a long time. He is not very good." The next one is Jennifer Pike. She plays the violin. In 2002, when she was 12, she won first prize in a competition for young musician in Britain. The other players in the final competition were aged 19 or 20. Jennifer started playing the violin before she was 5. Her father taught the music at a school for teenage musicians. Jennifer loves swimming, tennis and table tennis, said her mother, but she can't play basketball because she may hurt her hands. She practices her violin for 3 to 4 hours a day. She even continues to practice the music in her head whenever she finds the time in school. Now, grade 4, on page number 43, Greg Smith, who was born in USA in 1990. He is one of the brightest boy in the world. When he was 3 months old, he said that he could recite books from memory before his first birthday. When he was 8, he passed his final high school exams with top grades 10 years earlier than most kids. He then went to the university and became a doctor of mathematics in 2005. Greg is also interested in international politics. He has started his own organization to help young people. He wants better life for poor children and children in war areas. Students, now in exercise, read exercise 1 again and answer the question. These are the question answers. Who likes playing tennis? Jennifer Pike. Who was good at math before the age of 4? Greg Smith. Who could speak when very young? Greg Smith. Who started playing the violin before the age of 5? Jennifer Pike. Who enjoyed football at the age of 11? Salim Saleh. Who won a competition at the age of 12? Jennifer Pike. Who has to be careful of her hands? Jennifer Pike. Complete the sentences with the words from exercise 1. He wasn't nervous before the match. He was very relaxed. Aisha tried to beat the other girl. It wasn't easy, but she succeeded. I studied the problem, but I could not find the answer. He has a love for languages. He has learned 3 already. He fell off the wall and hurt his foot. She is the brightest child in our class. She always gets top marks. He has a good memory. He can remember everything. What about you? Discuss these questions in the class. This is the discussion. Which young person would you like to meet? This is your own choice. What question would you ask them? What would you ask them to do? Class, now on page number 44, Unit 8, Lesson 4, Sentences. Listen to your teacher and talk about the special abilities of young people. Match the information in the table. You can also get the help from page 108. These are the biographies of some characters. You can get the help from page 108. Now in exercise 2, write complete sentences about the information that you have matched in the table above. Here I have written the information. In exercise 2, Mariam could use a computer when she was 5. Fahad could ride a donkey when he was 4. Fahad could ride a horse when he was 7. Sarah could read simple Urdu book when she was 4. Sarah could write English when she was 6. Imran could ride a horse when he was 7. Students, now in exercise 3, make questions from the given phrases. Answer them as shown in the box. This is just a conversation. For example, could you read English when you were 6 years old? Yes, I could, or no, I couldn't. The answer is your choice. If you could read, then you have to write here, yes, I could. If you couldn't read, then you will write here, no, I couldn't. These are some words. You have to make the sentences from these words. Why write about a friend and yourself? My friend says that he or she could write when he or she was 10 years old. My friend says that she couldn't swim when she was 8 years old. I could swim when I was 8 years old. I couldn't ride a horse when I was 11 years old. Now open page number 45, lesson 5. Read the poem. My brother is almost 6. He is good at maths and magic tricks. He is quite a neat writer. He can hop and jump and make funny faces. He can do his buttons and tie his laces. He is a fearless fighter, but he wanted to whistle, and though he tried till his face went red and almost cried, he still couldn't do it, so he asked me how I said, make an oo with your mouth and then very gently blow. I whistled through it. Finally he did, but now the trouble is my little brother practices all day long. He sucks in his cheeks, he puffs and blows. Whatever he is doing, his whistling goes on and on. Is this good news or bad news for the poet? The poet taught her brother how to whistle. This is good news. So tick here. Her brother practices all day long. Cross. Her whistling goes on and on. Cross. Read the sentences about the poet's brother. Write true. T for true and F for false. He is good at magic tricks. Tick. He is quite a neat writer. Tick. He can hop. Tick. He is fearless fighter. Tick. He still couldn't do it. Cross. He can tie his laces. Tick. Grade 4. Now open your book at page number 33. Today we will learn about the lesson 10, verbs. We already know that if we want to describe an action that happened in the past, we use the past tense of the verb. In this lesson we will learn about future tense and the verbs to show an action in the future. For example, my grandfather told us a story. This is a past tense. My grandmother was telling us a story. This is also the past tense. If we want to write about what is going to happen in the future, we use the future tense of the verb. I shall swim tomorrow. He will dive into the water. Remember students, shall is used with I or we, and will is used with you, he, she, it and they. Copy the sentences in your notebook. Underline the future tense verbs. Alex will go to see a movie. You will underline will. He will buy books from the bookshop. Will is showing the future tense. They will stay at home to help mummy. The children will know when to come on the stage. Copy the sentences in your notebook. Underline the future tense verbs. I shall go for a walk at 7 o'clock. In this sentence, you will underline the future tense and verbs also. Shall go. If it is cold, I shall wear a sweater. Shall and wear. If it rains, we shall cancel our picnic. Shall and cancel. Complete the sentences with future tense verbs in your notebook. Gita will complete her work before she sleeps. We shall not attend her party. They will go to help the slum children. You will go to play the match tomorrow. In the following sentences, change the past tense verbs to future tense verbs. Mary does her homework. Mary will do her homework. Sally goes to school in a bus. Sally will go to school in a bus. Rex works the whole day. Rex will work the whole day. Harry drives his new car every day. Harry will drive his new car every day. In the following sentences, change the past tense verbs into future tense. Darling strolled along the Palm Beach road. Here you will add will stroll. The patient will explain problems to the doctor. Nettie will do her exercises early in the morning. Eva will play with the children in the park. Copy this table in your notebook and fill in the missing words. Verb family, present tense, past tense and future tense. I have completed this box, so you have to write on the books. Page number 35. This is your task. Do it by yourself. Remember where to use will or shall.